Hey friends, Amanda here, Bare Bones Living. Welcome back. And today I wanted to show you what I have done pretty much for the day. I'm trying to tell myself to call it quits for the day because usually I get all these flight of ideas and things that I want to get done, or I start doing something and it leads into another thing and the cascade effect starts happening. And then I'm burnt out and I can't even make dinner. So I'm trying to limit myself and give myself some grace. But today I absolutely had to make something because I had pulled something out to make these and I had not gotten to them yet. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this morning, I have been making lots and lots of banana muffins. Pardon my messy surroundings, but this is a real working kitchen in the middle of my house with little kids. So when we got to get something up and off the floor or out of the way of the kids stepping on it, or us stepping on it, or the baby breaking it, it ends up on this counter. Anyway, so I had pulled out a bunch of frozen bananas from my freezer, which I collect bananas in my freezer. And you'll see I have bananas here. And at this stage, 2 of my boys will eat those and I will eat those. Mike will not eat a banana. He loves banana products like banana bread and banana muffins, but the texture of a banana he does not like. But Hunter will not eat a yellow banana. And if I don't eat these and Cole and Carter don't eat these soon, when they start to blacken, I will peel them and freeze them and collect them. So I've had multiple freezer bags full of peeled bananas frozen in my freezer. And I don't know about you guys, but I am very guilty of putting things in the freezer or even going to the store and buying things with a specific intention to do something with them, or with something in mind that you wanted to do with these things, and then it's out of sight, out of mind, and then it gets covered by all the other things and all of that. So these bananas were definitely on the list of things. You know, every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, God, I gotta make these banana muffins. And today was that day. So I do this very frequently, make a big batch. This is a 5 times recipe, and I made 24 chocolate chip walnut banana muffins and 36 minus 2 for 2 hungry little boys of just banana nut muffins. And what I like to do is make what I've been doing recently. I used to just package like all the chocolate in one and then all banana nut in the other. But what I've been liking doing lately is I'll do like 1 row of chocolate chip. So you'll see here, this is an example of how I'll package. These are just banana nut. These are with chocolate. These are plain banana nut. And these are with the chocolate. And this is just 1 because chocolate chips can be also expensive, but I want that to be more of like a treat. And I was noticing when it was like, you'll see I reuse my bags, because I used to just put, like I said, all chocolate in here, and then another one would be just the banana nut. And the banana nut ones didn't go as fast, but when I mix them in, then I feel like there's like a more steady flow. And that way when they got the chocolate ones, it was kind of a special treat. So then I got 3 more bags here that I'll put into the freezer, and then they'll stay there until we need them again. And these are great because then I'll take this one and then I'll just put it into my bread box here, and then that way my kids can come and grab that whenever they want. And then up here you'll see this is where I keep my sandwich bread. And there's not much left in there because I'm also doing something else. I home make probably 90 to 95% of all of our bread that we consume. And so what you saw was just 2 sandwiches worth of made sandwich bread left in my bread box. And I do make Hunter lunches every morning. And I did not have enough time today to make more bread, but I had like a 3/4 of a loaf left. And I do like to watch people's like lunch prep videos and stuff like that for their kids, just to like get more ideas and change things up, and because who wants to eat the same thing every day? And I was watching one woman, and she pre-makes all of her sandwiches and then freezes them. And it was like a light bulb went off in my head. Sometimes the simplest things are just right in front of you, and you're basically doing them already, but you haven't put 2 and 2 together. So I have never pre-made sandwiches, but it makes total sense. I freeze my bread, I freeze my lunch meat, because we buy things in bulk. So why not be able to just have that ready for you in the freezer? And then I pack a cold pack in Hunter's lunch every day. But having a frozen sandwich might also like extend it, or maybe I won't need to use the cold pack. I don't know, I gotta play around with it. So I decided to use probably half of a loaf here, and I made 3 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I mean, they make those Uncrustables, right? So why not make it with my homemade bread that I already freeze? I've never froze peanut butter and jelly, but I don't see why it would be a problem. So I made 3 sandwiches of peanut butter and jelly, and I put them in the freezer. These are already frozen. They're not fully frozen through, but I don't know how hard they're going to get. But I figured I would give this a try. Also, sometimes I run into the issue of my homemade bread getting moldy by the end of the week, just because it doesn't have any preservatives in it. So usually when I make bread, I make 2 loaves. I put 1 in the freezer, and then we eat through that loaf. And sometimes by the weekend, and we go for our toast, it's starting to get a little moldy. So I don't want to waste bread. So I would rather, use the fresh bread to make like a couple of fresh sandwiches, or to have for the mornings of the first couple of days, and then use the second half to pre-make sandwiches, and that bread then doesn't go to waste. So these are just peanut butter and jelly. This is my trial. I'm also going to try it. Hunter likes ham and salami sandwiches, and you guys just saw my grocery haul yesterday, and I bought a pound of salami. So I want to try doing a ham and salami sandwich and see how that holds up. So that's to try another day, since I only have a couple more slices of bread. And I want to, put one in the freezer, let it freeze, and then take it out, let it thaw, and taste it myself, just to see like what the texture is like and stuff like that, because I mean, he's 6. And if I don't like it, then he's definitely not gonna like it. So that is to be determined later, but this is my first trial of freezing make-ahead sandwiches. And then this is the last thing that I did that I have been wanting to try for so long, is I tried using one of these sealers, a lid sealer, vacuum sealer, for things that I have bought in bulk or things that go stale. So like these oyster crackers are a big culprit of ours. We love these oyster crackers. They're great when the kids or even us don't feel good. And we love these on chili and things like that. But we buy a bag, we use it for a meal, and then we, roll it up and put it in the cupboard, and then they tend to go stale. So I have 2 little pint jars of that, and I'm loving that I get to, as you can see, these are reused lids. I'm loving that aspect as well, because I don't know about you, but I have a tower of used lids that I've been waiting to make use of. I use them on my spices and things like that, but this is just another use. And it also worked on sealing this Clausen lid. Now this is a wide mouth, so that's kind of a bummer that it only works on wide mouth. But it did fit over the Clausen lid. I've never tried to recant or can with like a store-bought lid. I know you can. I've just never gone down that rabbit hole yet. But like I said, it did go over it. I screwed it on, and then I put this on, and it actually did seal it. I popped it open just to trial it and see if it actually did, and it actually did. It had the snap and everything, so I'm really excited about that. I can't, of course, take this off with one hand, but that was exciting. So I got some sunflower seeds, I got the oyster crackers, I did some pecans, and then this is what I was really excited about doing is, like I said, we buy in bulk, and I had open bags of chips and popcorn, and I didn't want them going to waste. I didn't want them going bad. We don't sit around and eat chips and popcorns and things like that. So I got 3 things of the mixed popcorn, cheddar and caramel popcorn. And then I got 3 jars of Sun Chips. Mike was nice enough to buy me something that he thought I would like, whereas these Sun Chips, he wanted to surprise me with some chili lime Sun Chips, thinking that I would really like that, because he knows that I like spicy things, and I don't usually go shopping or do the shopping, so he thought he would do something nice for me. And they're okay. I mean, I don't love them, but they're good. But it was a Costco size, so having them in like smaller containers is gonna be a lot better, and they're not going to waste. And I'm really excited for that. And Cole and Carter were eating these when I was putting them away, so I mean, they're not really like that spicy or anything like that, but like I said, we don't sit around and eat chips, so I'm super excited to have these things sealed up and preserved. And variety is the spice of life, so it's nice to have some little snacks and keeping things fresh. So this is what I used. I've had this probably for a year or 2, and I have yet to use it. Shame on me. And I was really pretty nervous about it because I didn't think my food saver was going to be able to do it, because I have this attachment, which I think I've only used this attachment like once or maybe twice. This like fits over a special food saver bag. But what I didn't know is that this thing pops off, and here is the little tube thing that sticks in into that hole. So like originally when I saw that this, you know, I was like, this is not gonna, that doesn't work, right? But that did come off, and you just stick it down and hit the little button thing when it's on. It makes a ton of noise. I'm not gonna do that while the boys are sleeping, but I was happy to see that I was able to do it, and happy to finally get this project. Trialed, and it was successful. So super psyched about that. So I am always looking for little ways to make my life easier, to make things quicker. I do make, you know, pretty much 90% of our food from scratch, if not more. And I get burned out a lot. And so I like finding these shortcuts, and I'm trying to utilize what I have in my house better. And I have more ideas. Like I said in the beginning, I get these flight of ideas, and then I get ahead of myself and I burn myself out. So I have some more breakfast ideas that I'm gonna do. And if you're interested in that, stick around, and I hope you enjoyed today's Vlogmas. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.